I think I'm going to call this episode How to Save a Buck, because this is really just out of desperation at this point. I mentioned last time that I could do some soldering, but I didn't, and this time I will be doing soldering because I need to fix some very crucial equipment for a shoot tomorrow. I need to fix the end of my confidence cable. There should be an end that looks like this, but there's not. It's gone, so I need to repair it. Just want to clean off these leads before I get started. Take your wire strippers. Strip your wire. So now you've got, what have you got? You've got all your ground. It's all the copper. You've got your hot. And you've got your return. So we've got 3 bits here. Got our left-right ground, if you will, whatever you want to call it. Got an orange one, a black one, and a whole bunch of ground. Twisted up the ground. We're going to tin it. I'm tinning the wire so that all the little filaments of copper are more uniform, so they're more together, so they're with it. They got their act together. Unfortunately, this solder doesn't like the copper. That or my soldering iron just isn't getting hot enough. I've got enough solder on the end of that ground though that I can proceed. And the end of that's going to go here, and I've got our left and our right, and it'll be right as rain. So I'm just going to attach that now. Get that out of the way first. Can you see my face here? This is me being displeased with what I just did, and being pretty sure that I'm not going to be able to undo it. What I did was I attached my ground just like a little too far away to be practical. There we go, we're free. One thing I'm going to do now that I'm thinking about it is clear up the ends of these 2 other so that they're ready when I need them. That seems like a wise thing to do, Matthew. You should do that. And here we go. You don't need much. Oh my god, I just remembered the most important thing. Oh, I would have been so salty later. You know all the schmutz you gotta put on? Put that on now. Oh my god. Oh man, you would have heard all the expletives had I forgotten to do that. Now we're cooking with gas, because we definitely weren't before. Back to business. Okay, we're gonna solder the ground. We're gonna make sure we give ourselves enough space on the ground so that it'll all clamp together nicely. I'm holding this with pliers because it gets hot, and if I had an armature, that'd be great. But this is DIY, you know? Use it up, wear it out, make do, or do without. There's just a mound of solder here that's just seemingly insurmountable. I'm trying to avoid big gobs of solder. We're going to put some more solder on the head of the wire, because that seems like the only thing that's been working for me so far. I don't know what it is about... There we go. Oh my god, that was beautiful. I hope you caught that. That was exactly what I've been wanting to do this whole time. Properly tinned. And that leaves me plenty of solder on there to just add it to this big pile of solder and get my ground grounded. So here goes ground. Oh yeah, lay me down in that bed of solder. Oh, that is beautiful. That gives me plenty of room to solder the other connections. I am so happy with the way that just turned out. Okay. The question is does the red, this orangey one, or the black one go on the left or the right? And for that, you've got to compare to the other cable. Otherwise, you get your lines all crossed. And that's not what I want. So we've got, on this one, we've got the black on the right and the orange on the left and the ground grounded. So we're going to do black on the right, orange on the left, and the ground grounded, just like it is on the one we're doing, just like it is on that bad boy. So we're going to make it all matchy-matchy. Everybody's going to be happy. Mainly me. Mainly me. Set up your ends there. Drop a little solder. Whenever the iron decides to get hot enough. We're going to have to tin the ends of these too, just to get solder where we need it. Yes. Okay, so we're getting good at tinning. Boom. Roasted. Good. That's 2 out of 3. As Meatloaf said, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Hey, that's all 3. To the CNBC headquarters up in North Jersey that didn't want to hire me to make cables. Take that. Fold the foldy bits over. Take it out of your makeshift armature, slide all this stuff over. You have just properly dressed your cable for that shoot tomorrow. Unplug your iron for safety, folks, while you go downstairs to test and see if your magic works. So now we've got 2 ends, so I can send signal to myself and receive signal. Okay, folks, this is it. This is the moment you've all been waiting for. The moment where I test whether or not I'm getting signal. I have microphone running in. It runs through the Shure FP33. Ignore my headphone jack. It runs out the tape out, in the monitor in. And so we see signal. This is regular program. And then we flip the monitor switch. We're still seeing program, which means that my cable repair worked. So again, microphone through the Shure. We've got a little, ooh, pants. It goes out the out and in the in. And we can toggle between regular program and monitor, and there is a bit of a crossover that I'm hearing in my headphones to know that it's working. This has been yet another installment of Matthew Fixes Stuff, because he's cheap, at home for your viewing pleasure, and maybe one day you might need to also.